Iovacchini, CEO, co-founder of Kettle. Thank you for the introduction. So Kettle's a platform that helps office landlords and office tenants unlock massive economic value from hybrid work. So today we're going to talk about how the world of work has changed, what that means to the future, and how that impacts tenants and landlords in particular. So before we start, let's define kind of what we mean by hybrid. So hybrid or flex is anything other than 9 to 5 mandated back in the office. And right now we're seeing 90% of all companies embracing some form of hybrid work, which means that the market for commercial office real estate is undergoing a seismic shift. And you can see that in this graph. Basically, there's way more supply now than there is demand, and that needs to be reconciled as this demand is sort of falling off a cliff. Sort of on top of that, to build on it, the calculus that's now required to figure out how much space is needed, what type of space do I need, how and where do I procure that space, has become exponentially more complicated than it was before COVID. So all of that kind of points to this concept that the traditional ways of predicting demand for workspace really no longer apply. And that's a problem. We know that the number one concern for companies today is cost savings. We also know that 70% of conventional leases are rolling off by 2027. So in that environment, tenants are risking hemorrhaging millions of dollars on office space they don't need, and landlords are sort of risking their very existence if they fail to adapt to the new demand of their customers, their tenants. So that's where we come in. The Kettle platform helps tenants unlock millions of dollars in savings and simultaneously helps landlords maximize the revenue that they can generate from their spaces. The way that it works is we're combining predictive data modeling to forecast demand so that we really understand it. And then we set a suite of software tools on top of that to implement hybrid or flexible work models. The predictive data drives recommendations that drive ROI for real estate decisions. And the software helps effectively manage less space for more people and seamlessly integrates conventional space with a blend of flex and conventional kind of coexisting in concert. So it's a single platform that enables tenants to save money and landlords to combat the losses that they're going to see from shrinking of conventional spaces. So this is a massive emerging market. It's a huge tidal wave of change. There's 12 billion square feet of office across the globe. 30% of that's going to be flex over the next decade. That's yielding a $4 billion TAM. Competition is scattered at this point. This is a brand new kind of white space of change. And what we're seeing is existing competition is really focused on narrow point solutions. So our competitive advantage is that we're looking at this from a wide point of view, and we're looking at it from a data perspective across an entire ecosystem where our competitors are really focused on a thin slice. In addition, our technology is one platform that serves the needs of both tenants and landlords. So that's one system gathering all of that data. In approaching things this way, it kind of creates our special sauce, which is the ability to gather data from both sides of the aisle and use that to leverage smarter and smarter decisions over time. So the more data, the smarter decisions that are being made. And nobody has a crystal ball. Like, this is a massive sea change moment. We're all living it in some way, shape, or form right now. But those that have the data and comply it most effectively going forward are going to be the winners. So we've had a rapidly growing pipeline over the last 6 months, full value at 7 million. We're working with some very large tenants who have aggressive savings goals. We're working with some very large office landlords across the world and helping them problem solve the future. We began generating SaaS revenue last year. We have line of sight on Series A ARR within the next 12 months, and we're projecting promising growth in this emerging kind of market. Our team is senior. We have deep expertise in software development, SaaS, data processing, flexible work, and real estate. On my part, I've gone from sort of back of the bar napkin to 7 figures in revenue 3 times. I've also started companies that have generated more than $70 million in revenue, sold more than 10 million products. We're currently raising a convertible note. We have asking for 750. We have 400 committed. We're also going to be opening an institutional round in the near future, so happy to chat on either front. So you can find me in the breakout room or my calendar link, which will go in the chat. Thanks very much.